Here, above the majestic river that Henry Hudson sailed, the people of New York State are creating the most beautiful state capital in America. But what has risen here is more than buildings to house the services of government. The Empire State Plaza is a unique concentration of great architecture, great art, and New York's great place in American history. Those very words were spoken by Nelson Rockefeller in describing his vision for the Empire State Plaza. Some say that his idea for the plaza originated while doodling on the back of a postcard during a flight with architect Wally Harrison. From the start, Rockefeller's vision was driven by his sense of a modern world. He believed that modern government needed to be functional, efficient, and convenient for the citizens it served, and modern art could make it beautiful as well. He was tirelessly committed to this end and was intimately involved in every aspect of the project. And once construction began, he remained personally connected, going so far as moving the governor's office from the east side of the Capitol building over to the south side of the building, where it remains to this day. This reorganization of the workspace allowed the governor to do his work while looking out of his window and watching the construction of the plaza take place. It's been well documented that in order to realize this dream, New York State would need to purchase and clear 98 acres of an existing Albany neighborhood. But what many don't realize is that the Empire State Plaza that exists today is not a mirror reflection of some early versions of the plan. For instance, in very early schemes and renderings of the plaza, the Cultural Education Center didn't exist. Instead, a very tall Arch of Freedom was slated to reside at the south end. Standing on top of a 4-story platform that would house the State Museum, the arch was designed as a monument to the Emancipation Proclamation. However, at some point before construction, Rockefeller and others came to the conclusion that the concept of the arch didn't work as a southern leg for the plaza. As a result, the idea was scrapped, paving the way for the Cultural Education Center. The numbers of agency buildings were also in question in those early pre-construction years. The number fluctuated between 3 and 6, before a happy medium was reached at 4. You don't find any mention of the Legislative Office Building or the Abrams Justice Building in early documents either. The Egg was initially envisioned as a large meeting center. It wasn't until later in the process that a decision was made to turn it into a performing arts center. But one of the most distinctive changes involved the traffic flow to and from the plaza. The original plan called for a crosstown arterial. 6 underground lanes of highway would stretch through the tubes under the plaza, proceed underground through Washington Park, and connect to the South Mall arterial and over to Interstate 90. Needless to say, the plan never went through, but the remnants of those original ideas still exist today in the form of the unused tunnel entrances you'll encounter as you approach the plaza, the peculiar highway exit for Corporate Woods, and what appears to be an exit ramp leading to nowhere along the Dunn Memorial Bridge. The Empire State Plaza represents a modern vision of a hopeful future and the quest by one man to build the most electrifying capital in the world.